Hey fam, you're listening to Becoming You, the podcast for adults figuring it out. Now let's get into it. I'm an adult. What am I supposed to do? So I'm really excited about this episode because I'm about to have an intergenerational conversation about marriage, about career, and about womanhood. Before we start anything, Ma, I want to ask you, do you think we can have a thriving career, a peaceful marriage, and be a present mother all at the same time?
Yeah, that is a multi-dollar question, isn't it? But I'll say yes, yes, emphatically.
It
But
is.
not all at the same time, same
Oh,
environment, not all at the same time. But it's possible, it's achievable, not without trade-offs.
okay. This is what scares me. When you say trade-offs, I know we'll still talk about this in our conversation, but what do you mean? Is it like we have to focus on one first? When we get it right, we'll now focus on another part. Is that what you mean by
Exactly.
trade-off?
Yes, exactly. This is one question. A phrase that has been debated by boardrooms, living rooms, and coffee shops for decades. And the short answer is yes, but usually not all at the same time, and really without a very strong support system. The concept of having it all
Yes.
often set an impossible standard of perfection across career, family, social life, and self-care. So a woman can have it all, but not all at once, not without trade-offs, and not by someone else's definition. So here is the honest truth. A woman can have a fulfilling career, a meaningful relationships, purpose, rest, faith, joy, and
Yes.
ambition. But having it all
Yes.
is not a fixed destination. It is a seasonal alignment. At different points in life, one season may demand intense focus on career. Another season may prioritize family, healing, or personal growth.
Hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of Becoming You, where we talk about all things adults and everything in between. And today I have a very special guest on today's episode. Her name is Mrs. Florence Abolaji Lawal. She's a very career-oriented woman, a versatile woman. And as her Instagram page says, she says she's always evolving. She has tried out so many things. She's an author, an HR professional, a marriage counselor, a life coach, a businesswoman, a mental health therapist, and she's also here in a capacity as a mommy and as a wife. Thank you so much for agreeing to come on today's episode. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this with me. How do you manage to do all these things at once, Ma?
First of all, thank you for having me.
Yes,
It's my
ma.
pleasure to be here this afternoon. I'm so excited. And you are doing a wonderful job,
Thank
great
you so
job. I
much.
must commend you. Keep it up.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
to do, like I was saying, having it all depends on individuals.
Yes.
The woman has to define what is having it all. Because if you allow the society to define all for us, it becomes pressure. Can put pressure on the person. But when we define all, having it all by ourselves, then it becomes easy. You don't have to compare yourself with anybody.
True.
You own your life and you be intentional of what you know, what you want. Define what you want. What do you want to achieve from life? So based on that, you prioritize what is the next thing. Your next might not be someone else's next. So you don't have to compare yourself. Yes, it's you. You define what you want from life. And then you prioritize what should be the next thing. What is the most important thing to me now? Is it my children? And that's the way I get to where I am. At every point in life, I sit down and I ask myself, what next? Is it personal growth? Is it my children? Are they my focus right now? What stage are those children? They need me more now. Or, I have to define what next. What should I concentrate? Is it my marriage? Sometimes you notice that couples are having grievances, maybe the other party, maybe I'm doing, like when I was doing my career in personnel management, I was going to the Charter Institute of Personnel Management of Nigeria. Monday to Friday, I go to work. Saturday, Sunday, very early in the morning, I've gone to the national body of CIPF for lectures. And I come back very late. So at a point, my husband, he was cooperating. But at a point, it became something else that I can't understand. You are taking too long. This course is taking long. Oh, you keeping too late. These children needs you more now. So at that point, you have to sit down and ask yourself, this marriage is very important to me, and I would like to keep it. So you have to define, at that point in time, you have to define what should be your important
Uh-huh.
to you, your priority.
Thank you so much, Ma, for answering that. And it's very important how you touched on it that we should have priorities because we can't do all together all at once. I wanted us to spotlight you a bit. I know you've written a couple of books, so I wanted to know how did your journey into writing begin? Is this something you've always been passionate about? And how do you make time to write? Because I don't have a family yet. I'm still a CC, as they'll say, but writing to me, I see it as a chore because you need to focus. You need your mind in one place. So how do you do it when office is calling, your husband is calling, your children are calling? How do you make time to write? And how would you describe your journey into being a writer?
Thank you. That's a very good question. If anyone had told me before I started writing a book that I would become an author,
Mm-hmm.
I would not have believed it. It just
Oh,
came. Maybe from childhood, I love reading,
okay.
but as I grow into adulthood, after marriage, with all the things I was doing, working, as I was working, I had businesses. When I come back
Mm-hmm.
from 8 to 5, when I get home, I have shops and I have sales girl
Oh,
there. So when I leave my office, I go there to see what they have done. Even
mhm.
the salespeople will close and I will take over. And I'll be there till 9. So as I was doing that, there was not enough time for me to read. That reading habit, it becomes a
Yes,
bit, and then with other developmental tasks like professional exams and all that. But even with professional exams, you are still reading.
yes.
Then the aspect of authorship came in. I don't even know booking. Sometimes I'll be sleeping and some thoughts will come
Mm-hmm.
to me, probably from the things I've read in the past.
Maybe.
By my bedside, I have a pen, I have notebooks. I buy notebooks in dozens. I don't buy
Yes.
when I want to buy books. The size books, I don't buy one. I can buy 2 dozen, 3 dozen, but I keep them aside. Then I have my phones by myself. I have like 3 phones. I have them by my
Mm-hmm.
bedside. So anytime a thought comes to me, maybe I woke up to we or I just woke up, something just wake me up and so a thought will run through me. I'll quickly pick my phone and put it on my phone. Do you understand? So the writing
Yes,
aspect,
yes.
I just felt that I'll wake up at midnight and I'll write some things.
Oh,
I had some things. I wake up on Saturday morning. I wake up on Saturday morning. I'm used to waking up early when I was going for
mm-hmm.
lectures. And now, after I was inducted, became a full member, this one and that, I was still waking up that early because I'm used to waking up early. So when I wake up on Saturday
Yes.
morning, I'm not going to work. I woke up 6 a.m. or 5:30. I don't have to rush into the kitchen. So I just sit down on my bed, take my phone, and begin to write. I write on my
Oh,
phone. All my books were written on my phone, not
wow.
laptop. All my books were
Wow.
written on my phone. Yes, all my books were written
That
on my phone.
that shows
I'll
a
sit
really
up at
strong
night.
level of zeal. Like the zeal is very interesting. Well done. Well done, ma.
I'll just write. So some other times after I finish writing, I will now start going over it from the beginning. I start proofreading, I start editing,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll start remove some things and adding some things. And I'll start asking myself questions, critique. I'll criticize what I've written. I'll ask questions. Then I will correct. I will rewrite, correct. And
Oh.
before you know it, a friend saw it and I said, "Why don't you publish this book?" I said, "Really?
Oh.
Is a good thing?" I sent it to a friend to read.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately for me, he's a publisher. So he said,
Okay.
"Madam, why are you keeping this on your phone? Bring it, let's publish it." I sent it to him. I said, "Please read over
Yes.
and over. Are you sure it's
Mm-hmm.
what published?" He said, "Yes." That was how the rules of emotional intelligence came out. That was my first book. And
Oh.
immediately it was launched. It was launched in the time of COVID. Immediately
Mm-hmm.
it was launched. A week after, as I started writing another one, Success Redefined.
Wow. Yes.
As that one was in the press, they're writing another one. His marriage is
Wow.
scam.
I want to read that one.
His marriage is
I
scam.
want to read that one.
And
Oh.
before you say, I started reading another one, feasibility will be feasible, and then
Mm-hmm.
that one is in the press. I've not really had time to pay attention to it. I've sent it to the
Okay.
publisher, but we have not even commented. But I've written everything from beginning to end. Have even done the cover and everything. As in when I give
Oh.
to the printer and I say, "This is the size I want," I'll send them the text, the font I want, how I want it. I'll do the layout. The person I said this one
Mm-hmm.
to said, "Wow, you have finished the work."
Wow.
So that was how book
Wow.
writing came into. Not that I planned for it, it just came
Yeah.
just like that.
Well, that is a very interesting story. I feel like probably it's an interest you've always had, and it just came to play because you never stopped working on yourself. And I like that, from everything you said, you've showed us how versatile you can be, how you try to keep, like, you're not forgetting yourself in this process of becoming a woman or becoming a mother. You're always remembering yourself. And that's really interesting. So, Ma, to move forward with this conversation, we have to do a quick true or false. I wouldn't say a game, but like a section where I'll ask you some questions and you tell me if it's true or false. And if it's depending on your answer, I can ask for further explanation. It just depends. And so it's just a very chill section. But before we fully go into that, I want to ask you, how are you doing, Ma? I know that this adulting phase, nobody stops to ask us. They just be like, "Ah, how are you?" And you say you're fine. But like, how are you really? How are you doing?
Right now, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling
Okay.
fulfilled.
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh, that's really
everything,
nice.
everything I would love to do, I'm doing there. So I'm feeling
Mm-hmm,
fulfilled.
mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's really beautiful. That's a really beautiful answer.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Ma. So the first question from our true or false section is: women are not natural leaders. True or false? Women are not natural leaders. True or false?
False.
Okay. Why do you think
False.
so, Ma? Why do you say false, Ma?
Women are natural leaders.
Yes, I agree.
Women are
I agree.
natural leaders. We are born leaders.
Yes, I find this thing very interesting because we always hear people say things when it comes to political positions, even family. They'll say women are not natural leaders, but when the family is falling apart, they'll call on the women. Why are you not keeping your family together? And you said I'm not supposed to lead, but you want me to, hold all these positions of authority. If the child is doing well, they'll say it's the father. If the child is not doing well, they'll call the mother again. It's funny how the society tries to put us in this box. I feel like women are in fact capable of leading, like you said, Ma. So
You see, you
why would
will
why did
want
you
to ask the leaders, the men that are leaders, who trained them, who brought them up. But how
women?
long, how many hours does men stay at home with the children? It's the women.
Yes,
The women.
it's the
Some
women.
men will go for months. It's the women that stay with the children at
Yes,
home. They train them and they became great. Train a
yes.
woman and you have trained a nation.
Oh,
It's the women. We are leaders. Women are leaders,
yes,
natural leaders.
yes. True. Agree 100%. So the second question, Ma, is: a successful woman intimidates men. True or false?
Not all men are intimidated by successful women. So it's
Mm,
false. Not all men that are really men, they don't get intimidated, no matter how big, how
yes,
skilled, how successful the woman is. Real men,
yes,
real men. I'll use my husband for example. He's always supportive. He does not feel intimidated. Some men, they will want to reduce it to nothing. They will block
yes,
every no, they will block every sign of growth because they don't want you to be fulfilled. They don't want to because of lack
mm-hmm.
of confidence.
Yes. They
They
do not
don't
have
want their wife to
self-confidence.
go
Yes,
far. Those are not men. Real
yes.
men, they will give you all the necessary support.
True.
I could
Can
remember,
you?
I could remember when I mentioned at home that I wanted to go, at work, the way I do my work, my boss said, "You're so passionate about this thing. Why don't you get certified?" That is
Yes.
personnel management then. In those
Mm-hmm.
days, they called them personnel management, not human resources management. When my boss in the
Yes.
office saw the way I was doing the task, he said,
Mm-hmm.
"Madam, you're so passionate about this work. Why don't you get certified?" I said, "Really?" He said, "It's a body, professional body. Why don't you go and join them?" I said, "Where
Oh,
are they?" He told me, "Go to Alausa, go to so place." He described the place and I went. No, he described the place. When I got to my mentioned it to my husband, my husband said, "Go there and find out." I went there. When I came back, I told him my discovery. He went there personally to buy the form. He went to purchase the form for
oh,
me because he saw I was
really?
wasting time. He said, "This thing that you mentioned, when are you going to start?" I said, "I've not even bought the form yet." He said, "So what's delaying it?" Without telling me, he went there and bought the form and brought it to me. I said, "This is the form from the Sheltered Hills of Personnel Management."
Mhm.
So those are men.
Yes,
Real men, they don't get intimidated.
intimidated. Yes, I, I,
After
I
all,
like how you.
after all, the woman is bearing their name, not my father's
Abio,
name.
Abio, Abio. You get to even tag along. My mom always says this thing. She's like, marry your friend. The person you eventually
Yes,
marry in life will determine how far you will go as a person.
correct, 100%.
Yes, you if you marry someone that wants your growth, you just see that you keep on going. Otherwise,
Exactly.
another person could have told you, why do you need certification? For what? What do you want to use
Yes.
it for?
Those are not
Yes,
men. They are not real men.
they are not. They are
They
not.
are not real men. Let me
So
give
the
you an
next question.
example. Let me give you an
Oh, okay,
example.
ma.
When we go out
Yeah.
to events, outing, sometimes I want to hide
Mhm.
myself because sometimes I
Mm.
can be shy. I want to hide myself. I don't want to know what I am in. Do you know my husband will be saying she's this, she's that. If we go for religious programs or when
Mhm.
we relocated, and I was like, reading Wahala, RCCG, they have so many activities. I want to rest. Please, I want to
Yes.
rest.
Yeah.
At least for the next few months, I want to rest. I don't want to go to, I don't want to be part of anything. My husband called the pastor and
Yeah.
said, my wife is a minister. She doesn't want, she says she wants to rest.
I like
A
that.
soldier is always a soldier. She says she wants to rest. Please come and draw her out. Those are men.
That is so beautiful. I like that he's always pushing you, even when you want to relax. It's like, no,
Even when
you
I
have
want
to
to
be the
relax.
best version, yes, of yourself. Okay, that's very interesting. The next question, Ma, is a woman's biggest achievement is marriage. True or false?
Biggest achievement? No, not false, false, false,
Okay,
false.
okay. But you believe that marriage is an achievement.
It is an achievement. It's not the biggest
O-
achievement. It is
Okay.
an achievement. Every woman should be married. I don't. People say it's not everybody that get married, but I don't think
Mm,
God created man and woman for the purpose now. So why should
well,
anyone decide not to marry? It's an achievement, but you said graded achievement.
yes,
I always tell
greatest.
I always tell people that be successful in life is not about marriage or family. If you are successful in one aspect and you fail in the other aspects, the person is a failure. When we fail in the
Mm,
corporate world, when we succeed in the corporate world, and then we failed at home, we fail in our marriages or training our children, the person is a
mm-hmm.
failure. Success is all around something. Success.
All round. Okay. I
It should
have
be
my
an all round.
reservations. Yes, small reservations.
Okay,
Because
go
I
ahead.
feel
I
like,
want to hear that.
okay, I know success is like all round, but some people might not get it right in marriage, not because of them, but probably because they chose the wrong partner and the person like just frustrated their efforts. That kind of a person, we would really now reduce everything they've done in other areas of life to nothing because they failed
Not at
like,
all. No, not at all.
okay,
Not at all. So
okay.
it's always good for us to not to choose for ourselves. We should rely on
Mm,
God and pray. Let God
yeah.
choose for us.
Okay. That's true. That's true. All right. So the next question, Ma, is career women struggle to submit to the authority of the husband.
Personality depends on individual's personality. Not all career women. You have the
Yeah.
likes of Awoshika. Have you forgotten?
Mm, yes,
Not all
true.
women. Not all successful women. It depends on individual's personality.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. Okay. So the next one, Ma, feminism has ruined African homes.
People misinterpret that feminism. People
True.
misinterpret it. Does not
Yes.
mean feminism does not mean we should be anti-men. We should antagonize them at all
Mm,
times. Doesn't mean we should want to be where we want to be equal. You want to prove something. No, we are competing with ourselves. We are not competing with anybody.
mm-hmm.
Are you getting it?
Mm-hmm.
We are not to
Yes,
compete
ma.
with our partner. We have to complement our partner. Do you understand?
Yes. Yes.
Feminism does not
Yes.
mean you have to pass blows at home. No, that's not feminism. Feminism.
Mm-hmm.
We have to complement ourselves, each other. Do you understand?
Yes,
Uh-huh.
I really even appreciate that answer. I like that you started from the fact that people have redefined feminism. They choose to
Feminism.
misunderstand it. If you understand it for what it is, there is no reason it shouldn't be causing fights or discord among us. Like it means just letting people be, let women have the capacity to do what they want without really
Support one
restricting them.
another. Support one
Yes,
another.
yes,
Understand the other person. What does he want?
yes,
Support her. Support him.
yes, true.
Let him become the best he can become or she can become. Yes, that is
Mm-hmm.
it. Live and
Okay.
let's live.
Exactly. Live and let live. Okay, so the
Yes,
next one, Ma, is men are natural providers or are naturally providers, and women are naturally nurturers.
false.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know.
agree.
Ehen.
I agree. I mean, I feel like, from my own perspective, I feel like these roles are roles that society has has made it compulsory for us to play as people. I mean, we are
Exactly.
supposed to, like you've emphasized all through this conversation, support one another. Not all
Yeah.
women are perfect with training children. I mean, we were not born with that knowledge. We are
Yeah.
learning. A lot of mothers are even confused. They don't know what to do. Not all men too have
Exactly.
all the resources they need to sustain the family. So we're supposed to, you're
Exactly.
about to say, "Car for what, well,
Lọ́wọ́ fi
lower
mọ́.
female." Exactly. So we have
Yes.
to come
So
together.
one may be strong in one aspect, the other may be weak. We complement.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
And these
You
days
complement each other.
you have babies giving birth to babies. Do you know? These
We are
days, young
plenty.
people
They are plenty.
underage giving birth. So
Yes.
they need the help of the partner to train these children because they are not really fully trained before they go and start having children. So we need
Having
support.
children.
Yes. And there is an adage that says, Yoruba adage that says, "Ọlọ́ ń bímọ, ìgbà ọwọ́ ló ń tọ́." Even as the parents,
Yes.
father or mother, you may not have all the skills required to train that child.
To train you.
When we were growing up,
Yes.
when we were young, everybody in the community trains a child.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The parents might not be around when the children will come back to school. Every parent in the community trains that child. And when your parent
True.
comes back and you tell them that your neighbor beats you, they will add to that beating because they know that you must have done
Although we
something
would tell
silly.
the neighbor, thank you.
They will still go and thank the neighbor. Not today that parents will be fighting their neighbors for, correcting their child. No.
Yes. For correcting the
So
child. Yes.
nobody knows it all. So everybody trains
True.
the child.
Okay. Okay. So the last question I have under this segment is: a woman who prioritizes herself is selfish.
That one, I'm in between.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
can't
want
say
to hear your
false.
thoughts on it, ma.
I can't say false. I can't say true. Most times mothers we get passionate about our husband, our children, that we forget ourselves.
Yes. Yes.
Mothers, you will want everybody in the house to have their breakfast before you'll be the last person to eat. As I was growing up,
Mm-hmm.
mothers are always the last to eat. As I was growing up, so they want the children to eat first, the husband to be okay, and they forget themselves. But the truth is, nobody's looking after you. Look after yourself.
Yes.
As a mother, look after yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, I don't know the percentage, but most women of my age, I'm talking of baby boomers, most women in Nigeria, they have ulcer. Why? They have ulcer. People of my age, Nigeria, pretty have ulcer. Because they will eat on time. But they will make sure the children eat in the morning, the husband eats in the morning, and then they will start cleaning the house, washing clothes,
Yes.
doing this. Before you know it is 2 p.m. And I could remember vividly then when I was raising my children.
Yeah.
My mom will come and say, do you know it's 2 p.m.? Your breakfast is on the dining, and others are going to eat the second meal now, lunch, and you have not eaten your
And you've
breakfast.
not eaten.
The same thing with all mothers. So it's not selfishness to look after ourselves. We need to look after ourselves so that we can live long and enjoy the fruits of our labor.
Exactly. Preach. Yes. You need to remember yourself.
It's good to take care of ourselves too.
Yes.
Not just taking care of others. Everybody's concerned. Nobody is asking you, have you eaten?
Yes.
The husband must have left the house. Nobody's asking, have you eaten? The child comes back, don't assume that mommy must have eaten. Maybe we ate in the morning and they're asking for lunch. And you have not eaten breakfast. So that's not taking care of ourselves is not selfishness. It's the right thing to do.
Yes, correct. I like that answer as well. Before we move forward with the conversation, I would like to remind everyone listening to please hit the subscribe button if you're listening on YouTube or watching on YouTube. Follow the channel if you're listening on any audio platform right now, Spotify, Apple Podcast. Just please follow and support us and rate this podcast 5 stars so that the podcast can also get to the right people that need to hear this episode. We have a goal to just get this podcast to as many people as possible. You guys, please make the dream come true. And Ma, so this next section we're moving to right now, the first question is there a right age for marriage? So, for instance, during your time, I mean, people got married like earlier than how we're getting married now. In fact, growing up, I also wanted to get married at 25. I was like, by 25, get married, have my kid at 26. But something has led to something. I'm entering my late 20s and I'm still not married. I do not feel bad for not being married. And I feel like between age 23 now, I have grown a lot. I have gotten to understand myself more. I know what I want as a woman. I'm more assertive about what I want, what I can take in marriage, what I cannot take in marriage. So like I just wanted to know your view on it as well. Because I and my friends, we have like a conspiracy theory. We say maybe in the olden days they were telling the women to marry early because they don't know what they want that time. So when you marry, anything the man say you should do, you just do it. You just submit. You don't argue. That's why they were telling us to marry early then. But now, we know what we want, and now we are seeing a lot of women that are not even, because we know what we want. Now we are being very selective. So I wanted to ask you: do you think there is a right age for marriage? Do you think as a lady you're supposed to take your time, grow older or get married early? What do you think about it, ma?
Thank you very much for
Yes,
that
ma.
question. But I have a different opinion. Just
Hmm.
yesterday, I was telling a friend, is it just one person or friends? I think they were two
Mm-hmm.
friends. They came visiting me and we were talking about marriage in those days and today. These days, they reach menopause earlier than in the past. In the past, maybe women would be
Yes.
60. But today, you hear 40 saying that they have reached menopause. I don't believe that
Mm-hmm.
a lady should be 30 or something before he gets married. I believe once they've done what they want to do, you went to school, tertiary institution, you finished. What else are you waiting for? But
Okay.
even in those days that you said they get married earlier, it is not every lady that gets married early.
Sure.
Because what I notice, what I know, and I'm sure of, my mom didn't get married early because she went to school.
Mm.
Before they will admit them into school in those days, they have to stretch their hands to reach the second air.
Yes.
If their hand does not reach their second hair like this,
They will not
primary
admit
school,
them.
they will
Mm-hmm.
not admit them. That will happen then. So after that, she went to teacher training college, and after that, she still went to University of Ibadan. And
Mm.
for that time, mates, some of them already had 4 children. I think she graduated from UI. Some of them already had 3 children. So those people that get married early were those who did not go to school. Some of them after primary six. That's even some of them if they go to primary school. Some of them primary three
Mm-hmm.
they drop. Once they drop at primary three, what are they waiting for? They'll go and learn a skill. Maybe two, three
Mm-hmm.
years skill. After that, they'll get married. What age do you think somebody will be after primary three? Learn a skill.
Yeah.
What is she waiting for? She will get married because they don't want her. The parent does not want her to be sleeping around.
Mm-hmm.
So they will advise her go and get married. They will even look for husband for her
Mm-hmm.
because they have a name to protect. In quotes, they have a name to protect. They don't want her to be walking around. She has learned a
Mm-hmm.
trade. She's working any money. So they don't want their name to be messed up. Next thing is marriage. And that's why they get married early and give birth early. Some primary school, they learn a skill, a trade, and they get married. That's what happened. But for those that went to further in their academic studies, they don't get married. And the same thing happened to me. As at 27, I was still single. Not because
Mm.
there was not a man. I actually had a fiancé that traveled to UK. So when men
Mm-hmm.
came to me to propose, I say, "Oh, you want to know you was this?" I say, I'm engaged though. And when he was
Yeah.
going, he gave me an engagement ring. But my maternal grandmother, as soon as I was 25, he was saying, How long are you going to wait for this person? How many years has he gone now? 25. You are too old though. You cannot
Mm-hmm.
wait endlessly. Please. She removed that engagement ring and threw it away. She said, your mother married late, you want to marry late? She removed her engagement and threw it away. Somebody went to the UK 5 years running. He said, no, 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 no. She threw it away. So at 27, my maternal grandmother was already crying that so person was mentioning name. So person has 3 children. So person has 3 children. So person
Mm-hmm.
is pregnant with the fourth child. Do you understand?
Mm.
Those are
Yes.
mates. So person was giving birth to 8 a.m. on so date. You were giving back at 2 p.m. on the same date. She's pregnant with the fourth pregnancy.
Poor child. Uh-huh.
Fourth child. So thank God for her because I wasn't, I was still young. We were doing, very pretty,
Uh-huh.
Ghana weaving with knickerbocker that was raining heavily at that time.
Uh-huh.
When she see me, I always go home 2 weeks to go and see. When she sees me, she say, "Oh, that's my beautiful daughter." But the thing, next minute she's crying. What happened? 27. Please have mercy. That was how I became conscious of what I was doing. I had no choice. That
Yeah.
was when I got married. So it's not
Yeah.
the people getting married early is because they've done what is expected of them, and the next
Yeah.
step was to get married.
Okay. Okay. So for you, ideally, the right age to get married is once you are done. I mean, you prioritize the things you want. So when you do things that are expected of you, so it's not as if there's a
Then
particular age, then you can't, pick. pick marriage. Okay,
I
okay.
told my daughters, I said,
Mm-hmm.
when we were going to tertiary university, I said, you're going to university, once you are done, next thing is marriage. They said, what if it's at the age of 20? I said, it's a number. As long as you graduated, you are getting married. Have it at the back of your
Mm-hmm.
mind. So maybe as you're coming back from university, make sure you have a fiancé or you have a boyfriend that is talking about marriage. I told them, they were laughing. They said, too early. I said, 22. They said, okay, what's the maximum age? And I said, 23 maximum. They will laugh. They will fall down from the chairs and say,
Mm-hmm.
mommy, take it easy. It's too early. Me, I want to do CC. Something like that. But I was just doing that to prepare their mind so that they don't stay too long on the shelf.
Yes, yes, yes. I mean,
Because
my mom too had. You wanted to say something, ma?
women are like roses. Early in the
Hmm.
morning, you see how vibrant they are. Very
Hmm.
pretty, very fresh, very tantalizing, inviting, and all that. As we are aging, the beauty will be diminishing. Do you understand? The beauty will be
Hmm.
diminishing as we are aging.
Hmm.
Yes, it's true.
But now women are aging backwards, oh, mommy.
Yes,
Women
you are
women are
right.
aging backwards. I've seen women in their
You are right.
forties and they're
You
still
are
looking
right.
all.
You are right.
And
Somebody told me today you are looking early 30.
eh,
He was talking to
you
me.
see, you see exactly. Like women are
You
not
are
even
looking
agreeing, though.
at most 35. You are looking 35. I say thank you. Thank you.
Sometimes I even think women we tend to look older than our age because of how the society expect us to start dressing a certain way when we marry, when we give birth.
Exactly.
Don't do fashion again, all those type of things. Now people are outside though. In fact,
So
I would think men.
we must not allow society to decide
Mm-hmm.
for us. Women should
Yes.
decide for themselves.
Yes, yes, exactly, exactly. My mom too has this a similar belief as you have, like about getting married immediately after school. She will not say you just work for 1 year after school so that I will enjoy that money. Then after that 1 year, you can get married and do what you want. She always says that. But look at me, I finished that one, pursue masters. Now I'm like, I don't even know what's up. And she's really talking about marriage. And when we talk about the pressure to get married, do you feel like as women we tend to face that pressure at some point in our life? Do you
Yes,
personally, ma, do you think the pressure like that your grandma put on you at the time to choose marriage at that point, do you ever regret it? Do you feel like maybe you should have pursued your career a bit more?
I am grateful.
Yes.
I love that they
Mm-hmm.
called my attention to the most
Yes.
important thing at that point. I say it every time that thanks to my maternal grandmom, thanks to her, and few of my
Mm-hmm.
friends. For those my friends were married and they had children at that time, and they were saying, "How long are you going to wait for this guy? Move on,
Hmm.
move on, move on." Do you understand? Forever,
Yes,
I'm
ma.
grateful to all those people.
Okay, okay. That's really nice. I like that you speak from a place of gratitude concerning marriage. It's beautiful to see, ma. And something else that really disturbs me when it comes to marriage is submission. As women, we're always told to submit, submit. And when Nigerian men use the word submission, it's control in a way. They want to control you. They want to be able to tell you, don't go out today and you will not go out. Don't say this and you not say, don't wear this and you not wear this. And I know you're a Christian mommy, you're a redeemed mommy. So I wanted to know from your own perspective, what is submission? And do you think submission can coexist with an ambition, like with ambition? As an ambitious woman, can you also be submissive in marriage?
Sure. Submission is not taking control of somebody else's life.
Mm-hmm.
Submission is not taking charge of your wife's life. That's not submission.
Yeah.
That's what the Bible is talking about. Submission is, be humble. At least listen to your
Mm.
partner. You are saying
Yeah.
A, the man is saying B. At least listen first. Listen to him.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to him. Hear him out. So you have your own opinion. Are you done? Can I say mine?
Mm-hmm.
Then you say yours. Then you debate it, brainstorm it. You
Hmm.
know, what are the, you're trying to convince him, trying to want him to buy your idea. So
Yes.
it's like giving a pitch to an investor.
Yes.
So it's a win-win thing. You table
Yes.
your reasons. He too will table his own. And you say, don't you think that if you do it this way, this is are the likely results,
Outcomes.
outcomes. So he too will try to convince you. And at the end of the day, after going forward and backward, the two of you will agree on what to do. There are times you
Hmm.
want to let go for peace to reign. You don't have
Yes.
to win.
Yes.
You don't have to win at all times. There are days that you succeed in convincing him, not
Mm-hmm.
confusing, and then he will agree to your terms.
Yes.
That's what
Yes.
the Bible is talking about. Not
Okay.
because you have a PhD, or because of anything, you want to win at all times. There is nothing like winning, no. It should be 50-50.
Yeah.
Don't try to win every conversation, no. Because you
Okay.
think, because you have PhD, you are wiser than the man. No. And then the men, to the men, to the men. When the Bible talks about submission, it's not talking about enslavement.
Yes. Thank you, ma. Mm-hmm.
The Bible is not saying to take charge of the woman's life, tell him what to wear, tell her what to wear, tell her when to go out and when to come back, where to go and where
Mm-hmm.
not to go. That's not what the Bible is saying.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
No, 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 that's
Yes.
not what the Bible is saying. No, 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 no. Must you go today? Okay. Is that all right? She has,
Yeah.
give her freedom. Give her freedom.
Yeah.
You two have freedom. From time to time, give each other space. Give your husband
Mm-hmm.
space. Your husband, give your wife space. Let her do her own thing the way she wants. Men, do your own thing the way you want. Wife, allow your husband to do whatever he wants to do. Women too.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes when you're having friction at home, it's better for one of you to travel. Just travel anywhere. It can be anywhere. Go for a week, 2 weeks. Let the other person miss you. By the time you come back, he or she will appreciate you the more. Separation.
True. Because
Separation.
it's not even it's not easy to be married for so long. That's true. So that's one secret behind a successful marriage.
When you see each other every day, sleep by each other's side every day, gets to a time that it will have no meaning again. You see, sometimes you just be there 1 week, 2 weeks, the man is not looking at you. He's getting tired. Is that time, at that point, take a break, go anywhere. It can't be anywhere. Leave the house. Leave the children within. Leave the children within. Go on a holiday. Just go for a break.
Yes.
Now that he has the children at home, he's with them. By the time you come back, you will be like a king, because you will have seen what you are going through whenever he's not around. The children, they come back today, this one. Hey, Daddy, I need this. Daddy, I'm hungry. Daddy, I need that. Daddy, when you come back, you'll be like a king.
True. But you
That's
appreciate
one
your
thing I
presence.
discovered in my marriage. That's one thing I discovered in my marriage. If I'm at home every day of the month, every day of the year, comes to say that he doesn't even think of you as anything again. She understand. You're always there now. You're always available. Make yourself scarce for a while. When I go to Abuja and he's at home, he will call every day of the week.
Because he's missing his wife. You
Even when the
understand
children were
that.
young.
Yes.
When the children were young, I had 2 house help at home. He will call and say, these children, they are too troublesome. I say, please manage it. Please manage them like that. So when are you coming back? We miss you. We miss you. I miss you. The children miss you. Please, when are you coming back? I say, don't worry. When I'm ready, I'll come.
You come
Say,
back.
please now. Okay. When are you finishing the program? Okay, maybe you can just come, pay us a visit for 2 days and you go back. I said, no, I'll let you know. I'll let you know. By the time you come back, you'll be like a king. And then the marriage is refreshed. We'll be all over you, like
That's really that. I was not expecting that we'll get tips, but I really like that we're getting tips on this episode. You guys, can you hear? Scarcity sometimes drives the need. So yeah, thank you so much for that tip that you casually dropped for us, ma. Something I wanted to really touch on again is finances. Finances is a very important part of marriage. Do you think a woman being financially independent is necessary for a peaceful marriage? Do you think women, we should prioritize being financially independent so that our marriage can be successful as well?
Thank you. It is good that a woman is financially independent.
Yes.
It adds value to that woman. The husband will respect her. The husband will have high regard for her.
Yes.
And he can't afford to toy with her, play with her, because he knows that she's financially independent. It's not good to be a full-time housewife. These days, full-time housewife, they sell from home, all these online, whatever. But then it's not good to be to be a full-time housewife doing nothing, depending on the woman. So if you want to give your parents money or anything now, you have to ask your husband. You want to buy all this, you want to ask from your husband. You want to buy pepper, anything, you want to ask from your husband. It's not good enough. And no, it devalues the woman. The man will just look at as nobody.
Yes.
And talk to her, treat her anyhow. Talk to her anyhow. Because she's not adding value. She's not adding value. But if you are a woman that is financially independent, even when the man is broke, you can imagine when you tell your man that, how much do you need? How much are you talking about?
Yes, I will give it to you. How much is it?
You can imagine when the woman says, okay, check your account, I just transferred. The man won't want to faint. Because in the first place, doesn't even know that you have up to that.
Up to that
Do you
amount,
understand?
yes. Yes, ma.
And the man will just be looking, using side eye to look at you that, eh? There was a
I
time we want to
cannot.
do a family project.
Uh-huh.
And my mama was like, I budgeted so for so thing, maybe cement, a truck of
Mm-hmm.
cement. And now the price of cement has skyrocketed. Where do I
Mm-hmm.
start from? And I already have, projects now is in stages. The stage
Yes,
you have
yes.
now, you just have to do this one now. Where do I go now? I said, I was listening to him. At the point I said, I woke up the second, I said, honey, how much are we talking about? Do you have the money now? Don't waste my time. You don't have the money, ask. You don't have the money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just telling you a real life scenario. He said, you said, do you have the money now? He said, you don't have the money. You're asking me. I said, okay. And I pick my phone by my bedside. And I told him, I just sent you. He took his phone. And I looked at it. He said, it's true. Oh. Then he moved forward. He moved sideways. And they faced me directly. Don't stand.
Mm-hmm.
Another time
Mm-hmm.
we're talking about car. The kind of car he wanted to buy, what he budgeted for it when he saw the car was not enough. And he was like,
Mm-hmm.
I'll miss this opportunity. And I said, what is it? He said, so we saw it yesterday, this one, doesn't have that kind of money. I said, so how much are we talking about? How much do you need more? When I sent the money,
Mm-hmm.
and do you know that he even told his sisters, his cousins and all that. And they were saying, the cousin one day that used to look at me somehow, when the woman saw me, the woman said,
Mm-hmm.
you are no longer a wife. You are a mother. You are a mother. Come and see the way she embraced me,
Mm-hmm.
was kissing me all over the place. I said, Nabora, I'm giving. What is it? How did you get here? I was like, my sister-in-law. I was asking my sister-in-law, how did you get here? And she was like, is my husband's senior cousin. She
Mm-hmm.
seniors my husband. And she was like, you are no longer a wife.
Uh-huh.
You are a mother of the house. You are our mother.
Yes.
She was talking to me. I was like, how did you get here? How did you get here? He said, thank you. And she started praying for me. Thank you for supporting your husband. The Lord uplifts you. The Lord will do this. So, and I
Mm-hmm.
asked, what is this? And I say, yeah, he told me everything. So, you can imagine if I were to be a full-time housewife, I depend on him for
Mm-hmm.
everything. I can give my parents something without my husband knowing. He doesn't have to know
Yes.
everything. He doesn't have to know
Yes.
everything that I'm doing for my parents. Labored. And they should eat the
Mm-hmm.
fruit of their labor. Do
True.
you understand?
True.
So it's good for a
Yes,
woman to
ma.
have a job. Be financially
Yes.
independent is the best.
It is the best. It is the best. Have your own money. You'll be able to talk. You'll be able to have arguments and you'll be able to even argue confidently. When you don't have money, you'll be tossed around.
Not ready. He's not ready. He's expecting. He's not ready.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that thing is urgent. They can borrow him.
Yes.
He will refund you later. That will give you a
Yes.
lot of respect. Give you a
True,
lot of
true.
respect.
Okay, ma. So another thing is, since this is, I mean, I've been asking you a lot of questions this morning and we've been having a very great conversation. I really enjoyed this episode. I'm enjoying this process. I wanted
Thank
to know too, is there anything about our generation of women that confuse you? Like, is there anything you think, like what confuses you the most about our own generation of women? Is there anything?
Yes. This generation of women, they are, how do I qualify them? Outspoken.
Yes.
Things we cannot say, things my generation cannot say, they will say it.
Mm,
And I told somebody yesterday, I said, this thing that you just did to me, a fellow professional colleague spoke to me, and I didn't like the way she addressed me. And
yeah.
I told her, look, though she's a senior colleague in the
Yes.
profession,
Yes.
I told her, I said, I gave you respect because you are my senior colleague. But remember, I'm not one of your employees.
Mm-hmm.
Neither am I your daughter.
Mm-hmm.
This thing that you did, even my children, they will never accept it. They will never take it from you. I said,
Mm-hmm.
please don't try it again. I said, please don't try it again. But today's women, somebody now that she will not take any rubbish, even from her parents. The person I'm talking about.
Yes.
She will say, because you are my dad, or because you are my mom, does not give you license to talk to me. And I will
True,
say,
true, true.
come here, calm down. We are seeing your parents. Say, Ila, Kokeman Gaju, that not my
Onírèlà
son.
ibẹ̀ ó
Olokolo. I said, even if they're 100 years old, you are still your parents. So you calm down. He said, mommy, that does not mean you talk to me in a condescending. No, calm down. Try to understand what we are saying. This is what we are
yes.
saying. Sometimes when it calms down, you say, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that's what you are saying. I don't know if that's
Mhm,
what you meant. But I don't like I don't like it when people talk to me anyhow
mhm.
because they're my parents. Now, I won't take it from anybody, not even my parents. Those are women of today.
I
You
agree.
understand?
The other day, I started a post on I started a post on Instagram because I lost my job in December. I got another one in January. So I started talking about being
Congratulations.
jobless online. Thank you, Ma. And how I'm surviving it. And my mommy called me in the midnight. How are you telling the whole world that you are jobless? Why are you telling everybody? Why do you think everybody has to know your problem? So, like, that women cannot understand the things we are saying online. Like, we're talking about period online, we're talking about this online, we're talking like, and we can tell anybody that they should fix up. So I love it for us. Yes, I love it for us. But I mean, everything should be done in moderation. But it's nice to see that more women are coming up and they are being bold and courageous. And it's like women are not, we are not being too diplomatic anymore. Like your generation, you guys are too diplomatic.
I love your generation. I love your boldness.
Yes,
I love your
thank you,
generation.
ma.
You know, in the workplace, we have like 5 generations now.
Yes,
As a leader, you have to be able to manage different generations.
yes, yes,
So I try to understand you people, and I'm also learning from you
yes.
people. You know,
That's beautiful.
learning is not about age. Age is just a
Mm-hmm,
number.
mm-hmm.
You can learn from a 3-year-old child, and then you can learn anywhere.
Yes,
Doesn't have to be in a classroom. You can learn everywhere I go. I learn on the road. I learn
yes.
from young people as young as 2 years. Things they say, you will marvel. I say, what
Mm-hmm.
at this age?
Yes, yes.
I see an 8-year-old girl talking about what was it that day. I called her back. I said, come and give me more. I'm
Uh-huh.
loving what I'm hearing. Please speak
Mm-hmm.
on. I called her back. Maybe she was talking about confidence or etiquette or something. She was just saying something.
Yeah.
I said, come back here, come back here. And she was so confident. She was so bold. And she was
Wow.
just, I said, wow, I'm learning from you people. We have to learn, even in the office. I just call them.
Yeah.
When they come for NYSC service,
Mm-hmm.
I tell them, you're going to learn from me, I'm going to learn from you. Especially digital
Yeah.
technology. I'll be learning
Mm-hmm.
technology from you. You two are going to learn from me. Do you understand? So we learn
Yes.
from each generation. We are learning from ourselves. So this morning, when I enter Rome Business School, somebody engaged me in the conversation. And as we were talking,
Mm-hmm.
he said, you are speaking like a Gen Z. She told me that.
Uh-huh.
She told me that. She said, you are speaking like a Gen Z. She said, and you're looking like early 30s.
Uh-huh.
I laughed. I said, I'm in their midst. And I love them. I love them.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Harvard age, a set of people. I love everybody. I'm in their
Yeah.
midst. So for us to work together and achieve the organizational goal, we have to understand one another
One
and know
another.
what each
Mm-hmm.
set wants. So that is it. So I don't
Yeah.
have any problem with you, your set. I don't have any problem with you. I'm learning from you.
Yeah, I mean that I feel like that's the way to stay involved so that your children will not be saying things that you don't understand. You have to keep learning, being interested, being involved, learning the slangs and all of that and understanding what it means as well. Okay, thank you so much, Ma. We've had a very, very great.
Let me add something else. Let
Okay,
me add
Ma.
one more thing. There was a point that it seems I was complacent.
Mm-hmm.
That was the point. It looks as if I was complacent. As like I had it all, and the place I was working at that time, they are not digital savvy like that, tech savvy like
Mm-hmm.
that. They were still
Yeah.
doing things the old way, and everybody. You like in the midst of them, you look like a thing god, as in you know more than the other
Yes.
people there. You feel you are not tech savvy like that, but when you get to a place and you feel that others are even far behind,
Yes.
you now become like Olojukan in the village
Yeah.
of
King. Mm-hmm.
is the
Amongst
king.
the
Do you
blind.
understand? At that point, my son did is it technology or something? I did one stuff like that. We went to do it in
Uh-huh.
abroad. Ethics. I don't know. I've forgotten the name of what he did, but
Yes.
he came back from abroad and he now posted. I'm a but
Mm.
ethical hacker.
Something like that.
He posted something like that. Call it anything, but I'm an ethical hacker. When I saw it, I said, yeah, this boy wants to kill me. They will say you are a 419 or something. They will say you are a 419. They will say you are this, you are that. In the middle of the night, when I
Mm-hmm.
saw it, as soon as he dropped it, like it was in Dubai when he posted it.
Mm-hmm.
I was in Lagos. I woke up as usual, and those things that came to me, I was putting them on my phone, writing.
Yes.
I was writing, I think, Success Redefined then.
Mm-hmm.
And I just saw that. I just saw
Post.
it was WhatsApp status.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately I pick up my phone, I called him. I said, what do you think you are saying? Look at what you just posted. Aka. He said, you are. Mommy, is it mommy? Calm down. Mommy, don't kill yourself. Mommy, that's the name. You know,
Mhm.
he said, Mommy, that's he said, Mommy, you need to be up and doing, you need to upskill.
Mhm.
He said, Mommy, you need to upskill. I said, hey, I just took it up. The next day, I just started asking people, how can I learn more about this?
Mm.
I was like, okay. So anything I want to upgrade
Yes. Yes.
so I can be relevant, so I can remain relevant to schemes of things.
Relevant. Yeah. That's a very key point. And just for you to just wrap that up, I would like you to give, I mean, we this episode I will particularly share it with the mommies. I will ensure that it gets to their group chat. What are those three things you think you tell any mommy listening to this now that will help them not lose themselves? Because a lot of mothers just lose themselves. Like they forget who they were before marriage, what they wanted, what they liked, what they were passionate about. They forget about their own happiness as well. What are like just maybe things you think they can do to find themselves back? Because I know it's never too late.
No, it's never too late. It's never too late. Just this afternoon, I was telling someone that you should go and take assessment test. I told
Mm-hmm.
someone that you should go and take assessment. I told the person that even today, when I get home today, I'm going to take at least two assessment tests.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know where I am now. I want to
Mm.
rediscover myself. I want to discover
Yeah.
myself. Everybody's talking about here. I think it's something that everybody should key into. I posted on
Yes.
family group telling my children that the next thing, the one that I did multimedia, said,
Mm-hmm.
Mommy, everybody is using AI to design their things, so customers are reducing. I said, you better go and
Mm.
learn AI. He said, I know AI. I said, keep learning, learn every day. So
Yes.
what I will tell all mothers is they must find themselves. They
Hmm.
should sit down. What I do every day, every night, I examine my day. What are the things I did
Hmm.
today? Which one did I do right? Where did I go wrong? What are the new things that I need to okay, maybe I just had some new things, new information about something. I need to go and read it up. I'll Google it. What is it all about?
Mm-hmm.
Any new thing I discover. So what I would tell mothers, we must to rediscover ourselves, look backward. What are those things you were
Hmm.
enjoying in those days, back in the days? What are those things that you
Yes.
enjoy doing that you have even forgotten about it now? Those passions
Mm-hmm.
then,
Mm-hmm.
those passions, those dreams, the ones you have forgotten. Take a pen and paper, put them down. What are those things they were so enthusiastic about back in the days that you are no more talking about? Can you still
Mm-hmm.
do something about them? What are those things that give you joy? And what are those things
Yes.
that you love to do, that you enjoy doing, that you are no longer doing? Maybe you should revisit
Yeah.
them. What are those hobbies that you love? You know that these days you can turn your hobbies into money.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
Do you know that? I love fashion.
Mm-hmm.
I met it at home. My
Yes.
grandmother loves fashion. So based on that, in October last year, I opened a fashion hub. I have fabrics. I have ready to wear, different types, different styles,
Mm-hmm.
wristwatches, perfume, anything that will make you look good. Earring, sets.
Mm-hmm.
They're going for wedding or anything.
Mm-hmm.
All those beautiful jewelries and all that. Even for young girls like you, I have
Yes.
like this thing you're wearing now, earring you're wearing. Anything that will
Mm-hmm.
make you look good and feel confident. Looking good is good business.
It is. It is.
When you're
It is.
looking good, you'll be confident. You can
Yes.
enter anywhere and you can
Mm-hmm.
speak anywhere. They said, oh, I feed you,
Mm-hmm.
the dirty one we shrink himself. You
Yes.
understand?
Yes,
Someone that is
ma.
well dressed, they're okay, you're confident of yourself, you're bold, you're just walking gallantly
With confidence, yeah.
with confidence. Let it be the president, Trump, that is there, anybody that is there.
Mm-hmm.
You walk in confidently. But when you don't know what you are doing, you are not looking good, you are not intentional about what you are doing, you shrink in the
Yes.
midst of people. And they say
Yes.
your network is your net worth. Do you
Yes. True.
understand?
Yes, ma.
So we do things because of the passion I have for fashion. I started an online and a physical store where we make
Mm-hmm.
people look good, look confident. Do you understand?
Yes, ma.
So we can that's turning my passion into a business,
A
money
business.
making business. My passion. I love good jewelries. I love clothes.
Did you make your dress too?
This one, yes.
Oh, it's beautiful. Mm-hmm. I love
So
the
I have
color.
ready to wear. So even my fabric, when I post them on my
Mm-hmm.
status, you must have been saying there. When I post my fabric, I also put a design for those who says I don't wear Ankara because I don't even know what to
What to
sew.
sew?
So
Yes.
I put a style. I put the fabric by the left. I put a style by the right. So most people when they see the
Yeah.
style, they will say this particular fabric that you said. Oh yeah, me your account details. They will send one and say, send it
Yeah.
to me. Some will say, I love what you posted. I love the style. but I don't have a
Mhm.
good tailor. Do you know that I went out to look for, I have female tailors, I'm a female.
Mhm.
But when men will say, Madam, I saw your post, I love it, but I don't have good tailors. I say, don't worry. So I went out of my way to look for male tailors. So when customers come and say, I love that style you posted, I don't have somebody who can make it. I say, don't worry, I have tailors. I will link you up with my tailor. So I give them the
Mhm.
contacts. They say, I
Mhm.
want that particular fabric that you posted.
Yes.
So I give them the fabric, I give them the tailor's contact, they contact the
Mhm.
tailor, and they'll get it so. Making people look confident, making people look good. So
Yes.
that's turning my hobby into
To a
money
business.
making venture and some other things that I do. I do a whole lot of things. I do HR consulting. I love writing. I love writing. I love
Yes.
reading. So I'm into
Mhm.
consulting, HR consulting, leadership consulting. I'm a fellow of the Institute of Leadership, Coaching and
Oh.
Strategy. I'm a fellow.
Mhm.
So, leadership training, HR training, there, mental health,
Mhm.
relationships, and there. So, those mothers, I would say, visit your past, those things
Yes.
that your dreams, your
Mhm.
aspirations, the ones you have
Mhm.
forgotten, bring them back to life. Especially when your children are married, it's only you and your husband at home. Life is boring again. No child to
Yes.
say, Mommy, look at this. So, keep yourself busy.
Yes.
Revisit
Yes.
those dreams, aspirations, your hobbies, revisit them, make them come alive, make money from them.
Hmm. Hmm. That's very, very interesting. Thank you, Ma, for that bit. Thank you so, so much. So the last question before I finally let you go, Ma. If you could do something differently in your 20s, what would you do differently?
In my 20s,
If you could change something or just do something differently, is there anything?
look at it. I don't have any regret at all whatsoever, no matter how small. No matter how
That's
small.
really
You see this life, enjoy every
mhm.
bit of it. Like you mentioned that
Yes.
you are single, you are this, that. At every point, enjoy that because people, okay, even people who are married, those who rush into marriage, they wish they were younger, they want to do CC.
Yeah.
So enjoy it. Every stage you are, enjoy it as you
Mhm.
go. And I said, if you are clamoring for something and it's not working, go for something else. Somebody
Hmm.
wants to get married. He has planned to get married at 25. Now she's 29, still single. I said, okay. I told somebody, I said, okay, you can go for your master's. Why searching?
Yeah.
Instead of just being idle, doing nothing, add value to your life. You can go for your masters. And I have
Mhm.
someone else that wanted to go for masters, and a guy is saying, "Come, I want us to tie the knot." And she's saying, "I want to go. No, I want to do masters." I said, "Come here, listen to me and listen well.
Mhm.
You have someone that is willing to settle down. You are a graduate. You are working at any money, good money. Come and get married." He said, "Masters." I said, "Go and marry. You will do masters there."
I mean that's very typical of a Nigerian mother. Thank you so so much, Ma, for your time. I mean, you have another commitment today, but you still made time for the podcast. You still made time for me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I've really learned a lot from this conversation. I feel like I would re-listen again to just pick a lot of things from it because I'm at a stage in my life where I'm trying to make decisions, trying to pick my priority, what I'm supposed to focus on at this season of my life. And I think I've gotten more clarity. And being an independent woman does not mean not having a marriage or not having children. You can have it all, basically. And like you said, you can have it all, but you have to work on all in different seasons at different phases. That's one thing that I
Exactly.
put it on my left
Exactly.
hand. I'm not going to eat it too.
Exactly.
So, yes. Thank you
Exactly.
so, so much, Ma. Do you have any last
My
words you'd
pleasure.
like to say on the podcast before we call it an episode, Ma?
So what I would tell women is that do not allow the society to define your heart for you. Define it
Yes.
for yourself and it becomes a purpose.
Thank you, Ma.
When you define your all, it becomes a purpose. When you allow the society to determine it for you, it becomes a pressure. You put on this pressure on
Mm,
yourself, burnout, guilt, comparison, and all that. No, 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 no. Define it for yourself. Right now, what do you
yes.
want? What do you want most? And concentrate on that thing that you
Mm,
want most. Now, don't
yeah.
let the society decide it for you.
Mm, mm.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Ma. Thank you so much, Ma. And all right, guys, thank you for listening to the very end of the episode. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you.